The Enigma machine was made in 1918 by Arthur Scharbius in Berlin, Germany. The machine used a process of substitutions in order to encrypt messages. Germany bought the patent in 1923 for intelligence purposes. When World War II broke out, the machine proved to be a crucial advantage for the Germans until the Polish government was able to get their hands on a machine. Even though they spent a year working to crack the encryption, only 10% of German Enigma communication was ever deciphered.
Defining the problem. The problem we were trying to solve was to make working keys using the process of the Enigma machine to encrypt and decrypt our own code. When looking at the base of the Enigma key, we have to look into what cryptography is in its simplest form. Starting with the simplest substitution being Caesar's cipher, which essentially is two alphabets lined up, but slightly offset so that each letter is equivalent to another separate letter.
This allows for someone to encrypt a message with only one row of substitutions. While this is fast and efficient, it is too simple to crack. All anyone would have to do is use trial and error in order to decode the message. With only 26 possible message keys, it would be way too easy for someone to crack this.
In order to increase our chances with making a code that is hard to crack, we can use a randomly generated alphabet that is scrambled in no particular order. Doing this raises our possible substitutions to a total of approximately 403 times 10 to the power of 24.
In order to get to the level of encryption we are trying to reach for our message, we have to implement the same steps that are used in something called the Enigma machine, which uses wheels to randomize and code the message multiple times. It uses wheels and a reflector in order to randomize each individual letter. After completing all these steps, it results in over 15 billion different settings that you could have used. The reflector wasn't implemented until later when a more advanced version was developed by Willie Korn, who implemented the reflector, which provided the Enigma machine a greater complexity. The output of the three wheels is fed into the reflector and swaps the letters even more. Therefore, 7 substitutions are performed.
Solutions. Then we have to take the message that we have developed and reverse engineer to reach our starting numbers. With our message being Arthur Scharbius, the inventor of the Enigma machine, we have first A equals N, R equals Q, T equals B, etc.
To use math to encode messages instead of using the actual Enigma machine is possible by using matrices. This individually mixes up letters, unlike the actual Enigma machine, which just mixes the order of the alphabet.
The first step to assign the letters in the message to numbers, with A equaling 1, B equaling 2, etc., spaces in this case will equal 0. However, you can assign any number to any letter to mix up your message even more. My message would look like this: 1, 18, 20, 8, 21, 18, 0, 19, 3, 8, 5, 18, 2, 9, 21, 19.
The next step is to split the numbers into pairs. This enables us to multiply the pairs with the encoding matrix. The encoding matrix is the essential piece that actually allows us to encode our message. This is my message to split up pairs of numbers: 1 and 18, 20 and 8, 21 and 18, and so on and so on.
I've created a 2x2 matrix for my encoding matrix. However, you can use a 3x3 as well. However, this is our encoding matrix: 2, 1, 4, 3.
Now, the next step is to multiply each pair by the encoding matrix. This is what multiplying looks like for the first matrix pair.
You are multiplying a 1x2 matrix and a 2x2. The number of columns of the first matrix always has to match the number of rows in the second matrix to multiply. So for this part, you take 1 times 2 plus 18 times 4.
The comma allows for separation between you and your encrypted numbers so you don't accidentally add or multiply incorrectly. Then you would take 1 times 1 plus 18 times 13 for the second number.
After repeating this process for all the pairs, you get this encoded message: 74, 55, 72, 44, 114, 75, 76, 57, 38, 27, 82, 59, 40, 29, 118, and 78. Your work should look something like this. This is a lot of work, however, this process becomes very easy after doing multiple problems.
To decrypt a message, you must know the encrypting matrix. It is not possible to decode a message with trial and error.
The first step to decode a message is to take the inverse of the encoding matrix. However, before that, you first have to take the determinant. This is found by multiplying A times D minus B times C. The determinant for our message is 2. The next step is to swap A with D, and then B and C become negative. This adjusted matrix is then divided by our determinant. This creates our inverse encoding matrix.
You then multiply each of the pairs by the inverse encoding matrix. After doing this for all pairs, we get our original message of Arthur Scherbius.
These encrypted messages can be used for all sorts of things. In the past, they were used by Germans during World War I, but today, encrypted messages can simply be used for sharing messages with friends for fun.
Being able to utilize even a portion of these encryptions can allow for you to be able to quickly and easily make a code of your own. In the ever-growing world of technology and codes, having this knowledge can be extremely useful. The probability of cracking the Enigma code goes down with each passing of the wheels, with the end probability being 2.47 times e to the negative 27%. The machine can also be configured into 15 billion different combinations.
Using matrices, unencrypting an entire message would be impossible without knowing the encrypting code. Trial and error cannot be used on these matrices effectively, so encoding this way is safe and efficient. There's no need to have any other complicated machines or even a calculator for just the 2x2 matrices. There is no other type of math that would allow letters to be assigned to numbers randomly and then be decoded. The decoding part is the most important, as you can assign or rearrange the alphabet completely. However, without having an understandable and unbreaking encrypting code, then you cannot unbreak the codes easily. So matrices provide the unique solution to encoding messages.
Using the Enigma machine, we can successfully encrypt whatever message we desire. But the amount of organization and execution that goes into developing a key and code that works out is time-consuming and difficult. While using the process of the Enigma machine can provide us with a simple and ample level of encryption that is nearly unbreakable, it does not provide us with the simplicity that comes with doing basic matrices in order to encode an entire message.